For the meditation tonight, I thought we'd simply raise awareness for the suffering in the world. Awareness alone is not going to solve the problems in the world, but it is a necessary first step. We cannot make change without understanding what is there to change. So this meditation, I'd like to be guided by my voice, and I hope to speak in a way that relaxes you. Of course, you can be in a position that is most comfortable for you. Maybe that means sitting cross-legged with your back supported or unsupported, breathing consciously. This is not going to be an overwhelming meditation. It's not going to be a list of all the problems. However, we are going to touch on some of the things. We're going to make space for them. And the idea is to make enough space for the whole world to exist as it is, and ourselves to find a place in that, and be able to not feel trapped by the reality of the world. Okay. Deep breathing. May this meditation be like a prayer. Let us hold in our hearts the privileges that we have that others haven't had the chance to experience. May we set the intention for our ability to manifest a world in which those privileges are more and more accessible. We meditate on all those who are without food, without water. Let us hold in our heart the value of these things that we know are such a vital part of our experience. Let us think about just how much food there is in the world and how much of it could be better used if we lowered the demand on kinds of foods that are unhealthy or that add to the garbage problem in the world, and the litter. If we reduced our food waste, if we increased our distribution, think about how much room there is to expand, to more ethical ways of receiving and giving food. May we hold space in our hearts for everyone who is going without clean drinking water. Think about how important it is for us to have water that isn't contaminated with possible diseases, things that could infect us, or an imbalance of minerals. Let us think about how much we can do to ensure that our waters around the planet are unpolluted, clean, maybe we can reduce our water usage in unnecessary ways, like having a giant green grass lawn, and consider alternative ways of decorating our front yards, perhaps allowing small ecosystems to live there with diversity. And let us hold space for all the charities that, by our own research, maybe we can set aside a little bit of the money that we get to help someone else and live by the proverb that no one ever became poor by giving. Even if it's something small, if we play our part, all of us together, that difference adds up. Let us keep in our heart all the armed conflicts that are happening around the world. In this moment, there are bombs going off, guns being fired, people taking shelter from explosions, and there's all the bureaucracy of having to change the way you live your life, waking up in fear, going to bed in fear, not seeing a family member that has been separated, refugees trying to make their own life away from family members that are still stuck in the conflict, and all of the formalities on getting accepted into another country. All of that is happening in this moment. Let us hold them in our hearts. Let us not ever forget that, because no one wants to be forgotten. Even if we can't take a plane and go there right now and be on the front lines and provide support directly, at the very least, we mustn't forget that there are things that we are experiencing that others deserve too, and let's continue to hold space for that possibility for them. And if anyone is feeling overwhelmed, remember to keep breathing. In this moment, it's not selfish to remind yourself that you are safe, that you're okay in this moment. You're okay. And those who are experiencing suffering, they want us to empathize, but they don't want us to be so burdened by that pain that we end up shutting ourselves off from them or ourselves. Just as it's important to hold space for all of the suffering in the world, it's so important to hold space for the things that you can be grateful for. That's the point. To take everyone who's experiencing the lack of something and that which you are not lacking in your life, and holding those two realities in your heart, bridging the gap, setting the intention to make that something that everyone can experience. Imagine your heart heals whatever's in it. Or imagine that it sets the energies in motion to bring about healing in more practical ways that we can apply ourselves in later. So whatever you hold space for in your heart is not for you to be held back by, but for you to signal to the universe that this is something that I'd like to direct energy, attention, and care to. There's a lot of people whom are living in developed countries, but still they have to go through systems of oppression, racism, sexism, ageism, ableism, prejudice of all kinds. Let us hold space for the fact that no one deserves to be segregated or treated differently based on something that they didn't choose. That no matter the body you're born in, or the country, or the time, that you deserve an equal chance to find peace during this time on earth together. And there doesn't have to be a reason why you can't have that just because the color of your skin is different, or what your dominant gene is, or who your parents were, or what religion you are from. So let us hold space for all of that prejudice. And let us bring our attention to not our differences, but our similarities, our commonalities. May we never forget what is the same between you and I. Because there we find connection, understanding, love, togetherness, wholeness, community. There are many people right now who are going through some dis-ease. Many are in corrupt systems of medical care, requiring them to sacrifice other necessary parts of their life in order just to live another day. And there are people that don't have medical assistance at all in this moment. May we keep them in our hearts, and may we continue to strive for systems that work for everyone. And may we do our duty to learn a little bit about what makes our bodies healthy, so that we can help in little ways, ever that needs to be. Such as considering taking first aid courses, or considering courses in mental health help, even without being professionals. We can all raise awareness for our health, and we can be role models for healthy living so that others know what that's like. May we consider donating to people who are struggling to find the funds for a surgery, or may we consider donating to research to help us push the boundaries of what we understand is possible for the treatment of conditions that currently there are no cures for. May we raise awareness for all of the treatments that are cures for things that are unfortunately not widely available. May we rally against the corporations that are keeping life-saving medicine from people whose lives can be immediately turned around if only they had access to it for free, or at least at a cheaper cost. And consider sponsoring someone, perhaps in another part of the world, or in your own life, that is struggling in this way. And may we be grateful for all of the help that we get from places that we are privileged to access. May we hold space for all of those families that have been separated by addictions, drugs, and mental health problems that create barriers in between people. Let us pray that everyone finds their family and continues to achieve healthier and healthier relationships with the people in their lives. Let us destigmatize addiction and know that no one chooses to be addicted. And everyone deserves treatment options for their addiction, just as if it were any other disease that they contract without intending to. And may we continue to feel supported in our decision to distance ourselves from people who are not accepting help for their addictions and inadvertently crossing the boundaries of people that love them and just want better for them. Let us hold space for the wealth disparity, and may we continue to support those who do not have as much money as others to be able to take care of themselves and their families. May we simultaneously see that everyone deserves an equal chance to discover their innate happiness and express it with the world around them. And that the process for making that a reality requires treating each other not just with equality, but with equity. Some of us require a little more help than others, and that's okay. There's a lot of suffering, not just at the level of humanity, but also at the level of our nature as a whole. There's a lot of animals who have been displaced due to industrialization, urbanization. We have brought invasive species in many places that are not used to having certain kinds of life there. And Mother Nature is experiencing a lot of pollution. There's deforestation. All the aspects leading into climate change. And our waters could be much cleaner. Let us hold space for the fact that we are not separate from nature. We are part of nature, and nature is a part of us. And nature deserves to be taken care of too. And if everyone acted in kindness, and this world would heal so much quicker than we can even imagine. And all of that is possible now. But in all of what's happening around the world and in our lives, let us never lose track of who we are. We, at our highest nature, are ultimately unaffected by the circumstance. And yet, it's our duty to change the circumstance, because that is where we find ultimate purpose. The greatest meaning in life is so simple. It's to be a part of the whole. And right now the whole has a lot of problems, graciously, so that we may be a part, do our part, and bring other parts together in harmony. And so every time there's something that you can do to make this world a better place, remember that that is a gift to you. We are gifted in having the world the way it is, to be able to allow us to put a smile on another person's face, to see what it's like for the land to turn green again, for the waters to turn clear, for wounds to heal, for laughter to be heard again. All of that is a gift back to us for giving ourselves. And to end this meditation, we'll chant Om 3 times. I hope this meditation awakened your heart and relaxed your mind. Namaste.